Beardo Banjo.
I think we can all agree that the recent history of Star Wars video games has been a little bit up and down. We've had some fantastic titles like Jedi Fallen Order, but EA haven't really kind of capitalized on the franchise and made enough kind of meaningful content, or not as much as I thought they probably would, and not as much as many fans thought they probably would. If you look back in time and you look at the history of Star Wars games, there are a ton of fantastic ones. Knights of the Old Republic, Jedi Academy, the original Battlefront games, the Lego Star Wars games, Force Unleashed, which is a little bit of a guilty pleasure for me. I know they weren't super well received, or they both weren't super well received. One was pretty good. There are some great Star Wars video games out there. Now, one of the better Star Wars games, or better series of Star Wars games, was Rogue Squadron. And I think personally it's because it focuses on one of the coolest aspects of Star Wars, and the bit that I actually enjoyed the most from the, not Star Wars Battlefront 2, but the Star Wars Battlefront, the most recent Star Wars Battlefront, but not 2, was the dogfights, was the TIE Fighter X-Wing dogfights, and just being able to pilot some of those iconic ships in the Star Wars franchise and the Star Wars legacy. Being able to take them to flight and kind of engage in dogfights was kind of a Star Fox, but Star Wars kind of experience, and it was fantastic. It worked so well as a video game. Now today, in mere minutes, EA are announcing a new Squadron game. As far as we know so far, it's just Star Wars Squadrons. So it's pretty safe to assume it's a new entry in the Rogue Squadron series, but I've put a little logo up there for Rogue Squadron, and that isn't the logo for this game. I will say that's just a logo for the original Rogue Squadron, and it's good to see that EA are kind of leveraging and using the Star Wars franchise to make some more products. After the success of Fallen Order, Jedi Fallen Order, I'm not surprised to see them doing more with it. It's good to see, but I was worried for a while that they weren't going to do much with it, and they were kind of just sitting on this fantastic opportunity to make some great games. So it's good to see they're doing something, and they're about to reveal it. So I'm going to watch it now and just kind of go through and look at the footage and dissect it a little bit. Yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully it is a new Rogue Squadron game. I assume it is Star Wars Squadrons. And yeah, I just want to see what it looks like. Hopefully it looks fantastic. I'm sure it will. Let's dive in and have a little look. Okay, 30 seconds out, here we go. I am very excited. I love video games, and I love this time of year because we get loads of announcements. One thing to bear in mind with this one is EA do have a conference this week, this Friday, I believe it is. So this might just be a CG trailer, no gameplay. It might be quite light on the kind of content, because they might be saving a big chunk of this for Friday. But let's find out. I don't know. I don't want to get myself too excited and hope they're going to show more than they actually do right now. Let's find out. Game engine footage.
Think you can escape? This is gonna be close.
It won't look this nice, surely. I want it to.
Pilots, you are the Empire's strength.
Oh man.
We do not accept defeat.
Remember why we fly. For hope. For the new republic.
That swell of music, as always. It's got a direct line to my emotions.
Seize that moment.
All right.
When the perfect shot makes history.
5 pilots.
1 squadron.
Multiplayer, surely. 5-on-5. Love it. Pilots Wanted launching, 2nd of October 2020. Is that the end of the premiere? I guess that's the end of the premiere. That's the end of the premiere. Okay, so there's quite a bit to kind of dig into there, but not a huge amount. That's kind of what I thought it was going to be. I was pretty certain they were just going to give us that little taster, little teaser, just to kind of get us hyped. And then I assume they're going to show a lot more of that come Friday when they do their EA showcase, which would typically be their kind of E3 showcase, even though E3 is pretty much cancelled this year with everything that's happened with coronavirus. It looks great. It says in-game engine footage, so always take that with a little grain of salt. Now, one thing I will say about everything EA have done when it comes to Star Wars, from the new Battlefronts to Jedi Fallen Order, the sound design is absolute perfection.
This is gonna be close.
Everything is just... the sounds are just so authentically Star Wars, and it does look very Jedi Fallen Order. I'm assuming they're using the same engine, but the characters' faces and the kind of character models do look very similar.
You are the Empire's strength. We do not accept defeat.
Now, this trailer does make it seem like it's kind of very story heavy, so I'd assume it makes it look like there's a campaign here, and there's kind of two sides to the campaign.
Vengeance will be ours.
Like whether you want to play as the Rebels or the Empire, it looks like there's kind of a two-sided campaign from what this trailer's showing. But then at the end where it says 5 pilots, kind of makes it feel like it's a kind of a 5-on-5 multiplayer experience. Maybe it's both. To be perfectly honest with you, maybe it is both.
Shot.
I do enjoy that kind of see two sides of the same coin kind of thing. I like those kind of stories where you get to play as the goodies and the baddies, and you get the kind of perspectives of both. This bit,
One squadron.
five pilots, one squadron. But then to be, yeah, that makes it feel like it's a multiplayer that they're kind of pushing, or at least there'll be a multiplayer component. Everything that has a Star Destroyer makes me happy. Any trailer that puts a Star Destroyer in it is just great. It's always kind of a good moment. There's not enough to go on there to say, hey, game of the year, it's going to be stunning. There's no kind of gameplay. There's not a huge amount to kind of dig into. As I say, it is a little bit of a taster. I'm sure we're going to see more about this on Friday when EA kind of come out and show us what they've got for the rest of the year. It's exciting that it's October. I wonder if it's going to kind of lean towards new consoles, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series Next, that are coming out at the end of the year. Who knows? But it's cool that it's this year that it's launching. That kind of means it's quite far in development. They've managed to keep it quiet for a long time. I'm excited to see more. I'm always going to be up for a dogfighting, primarily vehicle-driven Star Wars game, because the vehicles in the franchise are so iconic, and piloting them is fantastic if you get it right. So yeah, I'm totally down for that. I just want to see more. It's too early to make a judgment, but it'll be interesting to know if it's a kind of a heavy, meaty campaign, or a multiplayer title, or a little bit of both. Very excited. What do you guys think? Drop a comment down below. Let me know. I'll be looking at the EA conference on Friday. I'll probably be doing some reactions and things. So hit subscribe and I'll be chucking up some videos, I'm sure. But yeah, drop a like, leave me a comment, and hit subscribe if you want to stay up to date about content every week. I'm very excited for this. What do you guys think? I do still want to see more. I can't kind of let my hype levels go soaring just yet because I need some content. I need some gameplay. I need to see what it's all about. I'll see you soon for another one, guys. Take care of yourselves. See you later.